Nihal, what's up with you, man?
Oh, I'm good. Dude, listen, thank you so much for giving me the world exclusive of Rue on the show last week. That was such a big look. Such a big look and a great response for the track as well. Now, the reason I am playing this particular instrumental in the background is because when Imran Khan released Satisfier, some people asked him about Yo-Yo Honey Singh. And he said he'd never heard of Yo-Yo Honey Singh. And I interviewed him and I said, well, he's that Punjabi rapper, right? The Punjabi, you know, he's supposed to be, so he says, you know, he's the biggest rapper in the Punjab. And Imran Khan said, no, dude, that's Bohemia. I thought that was Bohemia. And then your fans got hold of that. And my Twitter timeline went nuts, Bohemia. Nuts. I mean, it was like I got schooled.
I must say I love the beat. You chose a nice beat.
Yeah, this beat is sick. Beat is sick.
Have in the background. It's a nice head bopping track.
Well, it's like Imran Khan, amplifier. So tell me, okay, because it's quite interesting actually, because it's almost like the difference between a kind of Jay-Z and a Pitbull, right? With Yo-Yo Honey Singh being Pitbull and you being Jay-Z. I'm sure that's not a comparison you would hate.
I think in terms of what I do, I came on with a very poetic background. I'm a big fan of Mirza Ghalib. Mirza Ghalib is it's a few hundred-year-old poet. A lot of us that are familiar with Urdu poetry and Persian poetry are kind of familiar. He's sort of a Shakespeare of our culture. So I'm inspired with Mirza Ghalib. I'm inspired by poets like Faz Ahmad Faz. I'm inspired by a lot of poetry that you would hear in a lot of ghazal music or even qawwali music, sung by Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan.
So the lyrical content, I mean, essentially what you're saying is lyrical content is very, very important for you, the power of words. I mean, the first record, Vich Pade Sande, which, wow, I played when I first started at Radio 1. So you and I journey has gone along parallel journeys you and I have been on. You, of course, being successful, me less so, much less so. And it's interesting that you talk about lyrical content. So tell me about Rue. Tell me about the lyrical content.
It's really cool to be back on your show, man. Bitch for This Sunday was such a beginning. It was a starting, and from there to where I'm at now is a. As a matter of fact, I'm speaking with a couple of guys that are writing a book, and it's going to be the whole journey is going to be part of that. But I think as far as my music is concerned, I have a very lyrical approach to it, and I think my production also sets apart. If you notice, I like to produce beats, or I like to work with producers also that sort of go along with the same style of delivering the genre of music. You know, I'm sticking to hip hop. Hip hop is what I learned when I moved to California at a young age, and that's what I'm doing. And I think I know the interview you're talking about. I believe in my timeline also kind of got hit by that when I did that. But I think it's interesting. I think since the Bitch for This other days, when you yourself and BBC introduced me as the only or the first Punjabi rapper in the world and all of that. As a matter of fact, I think BBC coined that whole "the Punjabi rapper" phrase. I don't think it was used before that. Now it's kind of, I think it's used rather loosely.
Yeah.
And I think it's, I remember Imran Khan, speaking on the subject and sort of like sticking with his argument that he never heard of Honey Singh. But I think that was a stretch. But I could see his point. I could see his point. Me being myself living internationally and music scene being so big and vast, I don't think we listen to what goes on in India.
Right, that's interesting.
You know, people. I don't think we listen to. I don't know anybody that has a CD from India. You won't find it in my house or in my car, and my boys. You know, I'm listening to 2 Chainz.
Right.
You know, I'm listening to. You know, I love the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
That's what I've been bumping for the last few days.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm listening
J.
to
Cole and Jesus. And can I ask you though?
Yeah.
Can I ask you, what do you think of Honey Singh's contribution to Punjabi rap? If you think he has a contribution, because I know your fans think he's got no contribution. They are firmly in the camp of like we're ignoring him.
No, I love it. I think he's making some great fun party music. Myself like to listen to party music that comes out of, you know, the whole, you know, when you're in a club or you're at a party or you know you're dancing or you know, that kind of environment calls for fun music. So that's what you would bump. You know, you would listen to light, fun music. You would listen to nonsense music that you would party to. And I think that's great. You know, that happens in America all the time. And
of course.
And I think it's not to be looked down upon. Like, you know, I think the comparison better is a Soulja Boy comparison.
Right,
You know?
I hear you.
You know, everybody got up on Soulja Boy's case. You know, even Ice-T took an offense to him. He got vocal on it. He got all personal. He put out a video on YouTube cussing out Soulja Boy. But to me, an Ice-T is a legend, man. If you don't know Ice-T, you don't know hip-hop.
Yeah, for real.
You know, and I'm pretty sure kids like Honey Singh, they're not listening to Ice-T, man. You can't talk to them about Ice-T, Ice Cube, and, you know, KRS-One. And where I'm from the Bay Area, you got Spice One. You know, even now you got Mac Dre, recently passed away a few years back. And the whole movement that started, that got caught on, and, you know,
how did you, can I ask you,
and everybody that started the slang. And anyways, you coming back to that, it's a Soulja Boy effect.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's fine. You know, he's making fun music. There's no, but when you see me in the industry, I created a genre of music that required, I was doing what hip hop has done in America. I was trying to do that in India. And you see, for that you need an infrastructure.
But Bohemia, can I just ask you for a second? Wait, 1 second. Bro, can I just ask you,
sure,
how do you fit that into the Bollywood format? Because you've worked with Bollywood, and Bollywood is very pop orientated. It's about speaking to as many people as possible. How did you have to compromise creatively in any way with your approach to music? Because you mentioned the great poets, the Urdu poets. Did you have to compromise?
102%, because the only reason you found me in Bollywood, because I was personally invited by Mr. Akshay Kumar. He's a superstar. He picks up the phone, personally calls you. You get your ass up and you do it, bro.
Yeah. Real talk. Yeah.
He's that's a legend, calling you on the phone going, bro, I'm sending you a first-class ticket. You're going to stay in Fairmont Hotel, and you're going to walk the red carpet, and you're going to have some work need you to do. And that's respect, man.
Yeah, you can't turn that down.
And you don't turn that down. And after that, I did, I think, 2 tracks or 3 tracks with him. And I think I have refused about 13 tracks. Why? Because they keep sending me these garbage beats, these such beats and music that is so cheesy, and they try. It's so, I can read it like it's an open book. I know what they're trying to do. Just because rap is the new thing, so they're like, oh, let's do this, man. Just rap about it.
Yeah. What do you think of hardcore?
Don't do it. There's some artists that have approached me. They're so big. I'm their fan. And I'm like, please don't rap or don't have rap on your music. Just because rap is the big thing, that doesn't mean everyone has to do it.
So what do you think of hardcore?
Again, I think, is before my era, so I've never really listen to her music or any of that. But as far as Punjabi music is concerned, is what I had to deal with, and something that I have to insist on is that there's a such thing called Punjabi music, and then there's a thing called music industry, but there's no such thing as Punjabi music industry. Okay, it's a collective industry made out of some entrepreneurs, some business people that just cash out, and some wannabes that just think that that's the way to get girls or get money or look fly. It's such a facade. There's no, I mean, where I'm from in California, in America, you yourself, where you are, there's infrastructures, there's industries, there's A&R people, there's labels, the support system. You know, you got artists like Jay-Z who himself goes from a dope dealer rapper to becoming a president of a company. So that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, but when I go to India and try to do business, I'm dealing with a VP of a record label that went to school for interior designing. and they want to talk to me about, and they want to say, Bohemia, we're going to do hip-hop in America. And if I ask them who Russell Simmons is, they're going to look at my face. And I'm sitting here reading Russell Simmons books.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, listen,
these guys, so I don't go back, brother. I don't do nothing. All I do now is whenever I feel like doing a track or two, I do it. I got a tweet from you just a few weeks ago. You said, hey, Bohemia doesn't send me tracks no more. So first thing I did, I sent you my new single.
Yes, indeed. You know, yeah. That's what I love, bro. That's what I love. So listen, let's tell us a little bit about this brand new track. We did the real world premiere of it last week. Tell me a little bit about the track, and then we're going to play it. Tell me about this track.
Well, first of all, as always, I want to thank BBC, and for supporting me and giving chance to artists like myself who make music. This track, Rue, is just like any other track of mine, bro. It's just it's a personal life story, just renditioned into a song. Just, you know, I always hide behind a song and tell my feelings to my fans, and that's what I've done again. And I think as far as the singing thing, and I think a lot of my fans is tripping off while I'm not rapping and singing on this track. I just really didn't think about it, bro. It's just, I'm sticking to my name. I'm Bohemia. I don't think, you know, I don't follow any path, so I don't even follow my own path.
That's deep.
So I just started thinking. So I am, you know, last but not least, whoever this track's written for, maybe she's listening to it too. So I don't know, man. It's just a track. I hope people enjoy it.
Wicked. When can we?
Shout out to everybody that worked. Shout out to everybody that worked on the track. Prince Sahib for the production. Saleh Naz for the video production that was shot in Bahrain. My company, Highlight Bahrain, for producing the video and, you know, doing all that work. And I think it was a good thing, man. I think fans are going to enjoy it.
And when are you going to come to the UK next, Bohemia? Quickly, when are you going to come out here?
Man, I want to come out as soon as I can. I just got a few things going on over here. I'm getting ready to launch a new album. Most probably for the launch of the album end of this year, I'll be in UK. Perfect.
And I look forward to that. Bohemia, thank you for taking out the time.
I have to come down and blow one with you.
100%. We're going to get you on. We're going to get you to do a Bourbon in the Booth, a live rap session here for the hip-hop heads. Bohemia, thank you so much for joining us.
Man. Shout out to that Bourbon movement, man. I hear you guys. Keep it up.
We're doing our thing. Bohemia, take care. This is Rue. You listen to Nihal on BBC Radio 1 and the BBC Radio 1 Extra. Candy